business booming. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Now business booming. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Goddamn, y'all let go of my click. That's when it all clicked.
It seems like a problem. Alright, dump right here, about to get dumped on. You ready? Oh, never mind.
Oh, hold on. Let me get in position, bro.
Oh, where that grenade came from?
There's another one right here.
I saw that. I finished him. Good shit.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, let's kick it. Let's start shooting.
I don't know who killed it, man. It was good.
Contaminated gear. Landmark cleared. Landmark spotted.
Fight.
Contaminated gear detected.
Grenade.
Betrayal!
Rogue agent nearby.
15 seconds. We're going.
By far the
Who extracted? Kill this NPC behind me.
Stop it. I'm coming up.
Uh-oh. They're still down. Just watching it.
15 seconds left. Then we go.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it, dude. Not this time. I got a different build on this time. Boom. There's a guy right here on me.
Rogue agent detected.
I killed the shit out of him. You're just sniping me in the back. Yep.
Rogue agents nearby.
Woo!
got him. See that?
Rogue agent detected.
He's running back. Oh, you fucked up now. Right here. He's putting his stuff on. Shoot his ass! What's going on, everybody? This is Slayer back again with another Division 2 build video. So this is the one that I had some gameplay of with the worst thing I've ever done in Division. This is the build I was using. I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay at the beginning of this. I'll have a little bit after this little build section, possibly, depending on how long I take on this. But this LMG build absolutely shreds. And it is very, very good. Not only in PvP, so for my PvP fans, for me, that's who I am. I love PvP. I make my build specifically for PvP. This build is great. This build will absolutely shred it. I've got gameplay of it shredding a whole team of people using the vector build. But also, this is my go-to PvE build. So whenever I'm running a challenging or a heroic, it's a go-to PvE build as well. There's definitely some things you could change up if you want to make this a just straight dedicated PvE build. I want my community, if you are Division centric, if you really like my Division content or just like Division content, I'm happy. I'm trying to make sure that both sides, so the PvE centric people will be like, oh, I got something. And the PvE or the PvP, PvE, both sides are like, oh yeah, cool, I can use this build. So let's jump right into it. This is my LMG build. So first things first, we're gonna go over armor, health, skill power. So on the left side, 228,000 armor, 51,676 health, 261 skill power. So jumping right into, look at that gear score. That gear score is a 446. You're probably thinking, man, this guy's crazy. So we'll get into that. Don't judge that gear score. That gear score is definitely very deceiving. Especially if you kill somebody and they see 446, they're gonna be like, oh, this BS. So for my primary, the only gun you are gonna use on this build is I'm using the military M60. Apparently the classic M60's pool for damage is a little bit higher, so if you could get a 500 classic M60 or a 500 military M60, I think that's really the way to go. That is what I'm running because I don't even know if I have them. And so let's look at this one. This is the gun I was using. So this is a 500 M249 Para. It only has 25.8. 25.8K with unhinged. I've got unhinged on this military M60, 33,000. 33, that's 8,000 more damage. So 33.3 is what we're rocking with in the military M60. This is not this is not optimized. I'm still working on it. This will be my first optimized build when I get it there because I really, really, really enjoy this build. So for the talents, unhinged, receive 25% weapon damage at the cost of 35% weapon handling. Right now, I've got extra, so plus 20% magazine size. For me and for the PvP players, really PvE either way. I think Allegro would be better here just for having more rate of fire. But 20% magazine capacity works out pretty well for this build, and I'll explain why at the end after we go over all the pieces. Then I've got overlap. I'll holster your equipped weapon gains a handling bonus based on this weapon's type, so not really important. Moving on to the secondary, the one that makes me a 446. I'm running a lullaby. So you can switch this out for the Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams works just the same. It has the same holster talent, which is what we're really worried about here. So a lot of people I know pre-ordered this game. If you pre-ordered it, you got the lullaby. So that's why this build came together so well for me. So with the lullaby, of course, you have the lullaby talent. Blah, we don't give a shit about that. Moving on, evasive. While equipped, dodging reloads 25% of your current weapon's magazine. Bro, this is all you need. These two things right here. Pistol, okay, cool. Only thing I got on it I care about. Protect the reload, which is nice. But bruh, you can kind of have whatever pieces you want down here. Having this and just sitting there rolling around all the time gives you all that ammo back. Plus with the magazine capacity, we'll just look at that real quick. I'm not even at shooting range. But we'll go look at that real quick. I'll keep all this in the video because I want you to see what it does, and then we'll jump into the pieces. So let's just go right over here. So you see right here, let's roll. I'm at 100, right? I'm starting at 100, but 120 because it's glitched up. So here we are, we're unloading on these targets, right? Hey, look at that time to kill, 7 seconds. I'm not even aiming right now. I'm just trying to show you off. So I got 52 bullets, right? 52. So instead of reloading, we're gonna roll. Now we're at 82. That's 30 bullets. Let's roll again. 112. So I can literally sit here and just hit fire. Let's say you're playing PvP. I've got gameplay of playing from doing this PvP. I did it on stream over the weekend. You're just sitting here unloading, hip firing. You get down to you're out of ammo. You roll 30 rounds. That's stupid. Out again. Roll 30 rounds. So you get the gist right there. That is what makes this build absolutely ridiculous, is you never have to reload an LMG. So we'll jump right into the mods on this. Mods on my LMG, I'm running the Pro Red Dot sight to give me 5% stability. running the Nimble Link belt, give me 5% rate of fire. Angle grip for stability, 10% stability. And set it 762. Compensator 762, give me 10% stability. You can't change the mods on the lullaby. No one gives a crap. We don't care about the pistol. Pistol's just there because we have to equip one. So we're jumping into the pieces. I'm running 2-piece True Patriot, which I have on almost everything. And I would really suggest, if you are just looking at this build, trying to figure out how to make a build in general, which is cool, I would run right now is 2 pieces True Patriot, because it really is what makes the biggest difference right now, because it gives you that 10% damage to armor. I'm probably going to try to look into putting another True Patriot piece right here, and maybe ramping up my damage even more like this. So that's definitely something I'm going to look at. So, but we'll just start right here at the mask for the time being. This is what we got. We got the True Patriot mask, 6.5% creative chance, 79, 67 health. Chest piece, running, I don't even care what brand I'm running. Honestly, for this build, the only piece, the 3 pieces you really need, I'll say 4 types of brand. 2 True Patriot, you absolutely want that 10% weapon damage. You absolutely have to have a Petrov defense group give you that 10% LMG damage. And I would, if it's in the cards for you, definitely a Gilligard, at least 1 piece, give you that 5% total armor. So going back to the chest piece, I've got a 511 tactical, so this would be really good for my PvE players. Give you that 5% protection from elites, which is really nice. 6.5% crit hit chance, which is pretty high. But the reason why I'm running this chest piece, 9.5% weapon damage, 7,600, 19 bonus armor. Armor's nice. I like having some. I don't like being squishy. I think anything right at 200k, especially under, is squishy. So having that at almost 230 plus having all this weapon damage is really nice. So I got 9.5% weapon damage here. You really want to have Unstoppable Force. Unstoppable Force, you get that initial kill. This is amazing, both PvP, PvE. You get that first kill because you have so much base damage. Then you just have a stupid amount of damage to try to take on that next person. So for my mods in this chest piece, the 511 works out really well for this. I believe the other one I was running was an Alp Summit, but because it gives you both, I believe both of them give you offensive protocol or offensive mod slots. So for the top one, I've got weapon damage, LMG 0.5% LMG crit hit chance, assault rifle crit hit damage, doesn't matter. I really just went for more raw damage. Right here I've got 1% weapon damage, which I'm actually going to look at because I think I can change that to something a little better, because I've got 2% damage to armor. I like to try to get through armor as quickly as possible, so that's why I have that set up like that. I'm really trying to see, I don't think I have one. I wanted to go through and see if I had another LMG one. I don't. So we'll stick with this just because I like that damage to armor. So really right now we're rocking with what? 12% damage to armor. So moving on to the holster. We have True Patriot holster. 10% crit hit chance. 5,350 health. Defensive protocol, I've got 2,596 health. So I can actually change it out and make that even better. So now I've got even more health. I actually lost health. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, how did I lose health? There we go, we gained a little bit of health. So moving on to knee pads. Knee pads, we have 1 piece Gilligard here for, I've got 10,541 bonus armor. Patience, again, this is, you can use this both ways, PvP, PvE. This works better in PvE. After being covered 3 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. This is amazing. This build is amazing for running heroics, for running challenging missions. I call them challenging, even though they're called challenge missions now. Because you can hop in cover, get that armor back, and you can absolutely shred with it. You never have to reload, so you can just sit there and roll and jump into cover and sit there for a second and get this back. Sit there and get your armor back, so this is really good for that. Moving on to gloves. I have a piece of Gilligard. Like I said, it's not totally optimized, but so for me, I would much rather have, I don't even care what it is. It could be a piece of Alp Summit. which is really what I'm looking for. Because for those of you who don't know, for some reason, Alp Summit has the absolute highest rolls for weapon damage. So I would really like, because like look at this, 9%. For one of my other builds, I have 10% pistol damage. So I mean, I wish I had an Alp Summit give me that 10% LMG damage would just be stupid. But for the time being, we got Gilligard here, so 4% LMG damage. I've got plus 5% weapon damage, devastating right there as a talent. So I've got 9% total. So that's really, if I could get 10% and then have devastating, I'd be sitting at 15. So just something to keep in mind if you have good gloves like that. It doesn't matter if it's a 450 glove. I wouldn't say go lower than 450. If you have a 450 glove that has high LMG damage, that's what you really want for this in particular build. Moving on to the last piece, and probably the most important, or one of the important pieces, is the Petrov defense group, because you absolutely need one piece for that LMG damage. So on here we've got 10% LMG damage for the brand set gear, 211 skill power, 3.5% crit hit damage, 2.5% crit hit chance, 6% weapon damage. So that's the highest weapon damage I have on a backpack. Besides, I think one of my Alp Summits. I think this one's higher. Yeah, 10.5. So, but overall, that's 16% damage from my LMG. So that's why I run it like that. For me, I have hardened. I would much if I could have a god roll. If I could have god roll, it'd be a Petrov defense group, backpack like this, maybe a little higher weapon damage, whatever. But with hardened and vital. So, like, look at this. This one with hardened and vital, and get rid of skill power. For me, I don't care about skill power. 261 isn't getting you anything anyways. I'd rather have 0, have bonus armor right there where skill power is, and then have it with vital and hardened, because right now I just have hardened, and you would just be an absolute tank. So if I really wanted to just scrap my some damage and put this wyvern wear on to really just be tanky as hell, I could do that. But I would say you absolutely need that wyvern piece. So reiterating why I really don't care about it, like I don't even have mods in my chem launcher because I can't use them anyways. I always run the reviver on pretty much every build. You're gonna see the reviver except for maybe 1 or 2. And that's just because I play a lot solo. I love having that, especially when I'm doing PvE. I like to have that availability of, if I go down, if I let myself get in that situation, I can get back up. For grenade, for me, because I think I have actually not on this build, I don't have any, but just overall, look at that, 342,000 damage. Make sure you have the concussion grenade, because don't be fooled just because you're a demolitionist that you have a frag grenade and you think it does more. That's only 96,000. 342,000, you can one-shot players. I've done it plenty of times. So let's move on into my stats. So weapons, LMG, like I said, that's the only weapon you're going to use. 26% crit hit chance, which is pretty good, honestly, for an LMG, considering the fact that I don't have crit hit chance anywhere on the mods. None at all. It's all in the gear. So 28% crit hit damage. Then I have 65% headshot damage, so of course you want to be trying to go for headshots a little more. Reload time, look how long it would take if you had to reload this gun. 6 seconds basically. Let's just call it 6 seconds. I've got 25% accuracy, 25% stability. Weapon handling's down 35%. But look at my all weapons damage bonus. 48.5%. LMG alone is 29%. So you have so much weapon damage on this build that you can just absolutely melt. And you saw that in that gameplay. I mean, the game what do you want me to say? Like this is one of my favorite builds right now. This is my go-to. Dark Zone PvE. I haven't used it in conflict. I don't play a lot of conflicts. But if I did, this would be my go-to. Everything. This is my go-to build right now, because this build is absolutely stupid. Armor 228, 244, blah blah blah. I do have 20% hazard protection, so that's always nice. Skill power is all blah blah. And yeah, that's it right there, dude. It's time to kill. Let's just run through. Let's go over here. Let's see what. I really don't know what the DPS is on this. I really don't look at DPS because you'll see people like just sitting there spamming headshots. I'm not the best. So 300,000. So like for me, honestly, I always aim for the body. I always try to aim straight for the body. It just makes more sense. So look, I ran out of ammo. Now I rolled and I have full ammo. The whole point of this build is to just throw a lot of lead, because the thing with the people I've run into is a lot of times they'll get halfway through or they'll get through their clip. I'm not dead. I have 120 rounds. I'm just gonna hold down the trigger. I mean, what are you gonna do? And then if I'm fighting multiple people and then I run out of ammo, I just roll. And then through that, I got 30 more rounds, and then I just run around you again. So this build is absolutely beast. I really would appreciate if you guys would, you know, leave a like for this video, because this build is really good. It's pretty easy to put together. It's not extremely hard. I know a lot of people that are in tier 5. You've already got a couple pieces of True Patriot. You just need that one piece of Petrov. I have it on the backpack. You can have it on the chest piece. Make sure you have Unstoppable Force, and then the other pieces you can just put them together as you go, because really this isn't a very hard build to farm for, because you just need weapon damage. You just got to look for really high weapon damage and a Petrov piece. So please leave a like, subscribe for daily content. I told you I was going to get back into it, and I have. And ring that notification bell so you can be the first one to know when my content goes up. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.